All right, guys, I'm back, but I also have some very exciting news. We're rebuilding version 9 by bringing along Penny for our 2026 Cloud9 roster. Goodbye, Cubert.
Hello everyone, my name is Jerry. I'm a Challengers coach, and I'll be talking about this new team. I do think this new C9 roster is going to be a dark horse for this upcoming season, and I do understand why a lot of teams and fans will not believe in this team after the Sensity event. However, for every new team and every team going through this new meta, they'll be going through some rough patches to succeed. I understand there was rough gameplay when you watch C9 going into Sun City. They didn't win a single series, right? But you have to understand they had an IGL change, especially when they have their new IGL Zellsis. He'll be starting for his first time in his career as a primary IGL for C9. So obviously a lot of people are going to dislike this choice of getting rid of Mitch and adding in Zellsis. I can understand the issue with this, but people have to understand that even if Mitch is by far the better IGL and understanding the game and also calling it, that there is the leader part of being the IGL. Being a leader means keeping your teammates' emotion in check. That's such an important trait to have as an IGL. I don't think you guys come to a situation in any terms of sports when you're down, who's going to keep you up? Who's going to be there for you? Who's going to lead you guys? Most of the time, that's going to be your leader. And I think Zellsis is a perfect part of this program here for C9 to pick up when they got a bunch of players that can shoot back already. He's going to be that role player. He's going to get them uplifted when shit gets down. I'm going to use an example here. Player 1 has played with this team before and is the player that is realistically going to get replaced. But is a step ahead in terms of IGLing than player 2, and your team has played with them before. Player 2, your teammates have played with them, and they like them as well. Player 2, the trial goes well for them, and it's clear at the moment they are worse in IGLing than player 1. However, they've been tested harder than player 1 in recent history and know what it takes to win. So if you're the GM and you know this information, and you had player 1 the year beforehand, but now you have the opportunity to get player 2, what are you going to do? Are you going to keep the same team and see if it's going to ride out the same? A lot of times, a lot of these GMs, a lot of these coaches won't keep it the same and try to change something, which is why they're going to be influenced to go for player 2. And that player 2 is Zellsis. The big reason why I said Zellsis will get chosen over Mitch, and it's being very obvious, but a lot of people won't say at that time, is because when you add in factors like are they tested to win, how their attitude is when they're down 0-12, how do they push their teammates, are they a good teammate, do they calm well, what do they do to keep their emotions in check? People like that stuff in the team environment, and if they like that, people will be more biased to give the people they already liked with for their characteristics more favorable reviews, basically. Want him to be part of the team. For example, Emmy, Penny, and Zellsis were on B1, and they qualified for an international together. Zeppa played with Zellsis for a full year in franchising, where they did good domestically, but they didn't go to any international events, and they came up short. So even if a player is a step above the other in terms of the game itself, who are you picking to win a championship? Realistically, I'm going to choose Zellsis at the end of the day. So I'm simply just going to say this. In any team game, any competitive environment, any sport, if you're on the pitch, you're on the field, you need to have a teammate like Zellsis. I think people don't understand what he does in terms of being there internally. A lot of fans and analysts don't understand. He's right next to me. This is what he does. He brings the energy out of you. He gets you riled up. He makes you stand up. And I think the next two videos show what type of teammate he is and why C9 really picked him up and why no one should really underestimate them when they're going to be down next year. He's gonna be paired up with Oxy. He's gonna make sure this guy's unleashed. Same thing for Penny. It's over. It's over for the Seed.
Elbow. I have him.
Nice. Me next,
playing
me
once,
next, me
I'm
next.
playing
Play one.
once.
Zach play first. Zach play first. Nice, Zach. Let's go.
Zach,
Let's go,
stand up,
baby. Let's go, baby.
Zach,
No,
stand
no,
up.
no. I'm waiting for a round. I want a round before
Sean,
I
good
stand
dead
up.
comes, Sean.
Thank you.
Good dead comes.
Let's go, Sean. Jordan, trust me, brother. I'm gonna get a round that deserves it. Trust me.
Sean, now's your time to stand up.
Marsh, good fucking round,
Right
Marsh.
now? Yeah. It's timeout. Why not?
After a good round. After a
Bro,
good
you
round,
just
Jordan.
stand up. You can just stand up whenever. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Second half, he's feeling sad. He was able to like just care about the teammate that was next to him, and that's why like makes him so special. So when we say Vibe Merchant, it's not about selling Bono, guys. I promise. But it's the guy that will do everything for his team.
Jordan's abnormal. He's the vibe merchant for a reason.
Hello, everyone. I want to really talk about Penny here real fast before I end this video. This guy's insane. I think he is seriously underrated. Like, I feel like a lot of teams should have went for this player and gave him some type of money. The way he subbed in for Apex and Team Liquid, yes, his VCC 2025 season stats aren't the best, but I feel like they're better than a lot of duelist players out there. Second thing, he looked way more comfortable when you watched Sun City. It was just a good team for him. C9. Now he's on C9. If you go watch the VOD, he's doing really well. The roles aren't necessarily bad. He can play Chamber. He can play like aggressive Lurk Sentinel / Viper agent, and he can also play Duelist. So C9, they're gonna run along with double Duelist, and they're gonna destroy. Is actually an excellent pickup. I have nothing else to say about this besides the fact that a main reason is they got rid of Net. It's just mainly firepower. You can see from his stats over here. Net's not necessarily a bad player. He's a really good role player. He brought a lot of energy to the matches. If you see him always standing up, he's talking shit. He's like, yo, guys, get riled up. Same thing for Zellsis. He's kind of similar player. He picked up on that. And if you guys watch his gameplay, his streams, the Pro 10-mans they used to host, he would always IGL, and pre-run IGL, he would be vocal about how he wants to set up. Yo, we're going to play out flat out here. We're going to play off my trip. Exactly that. That's the main reason we play this round out. That's an incredible set to have on a Senti player. However, being a Sentinel player today means you kind of need to play Duelist, and you got to be able to frag out. And lastly, being able to frag out means you got to be either the most mechanical player on your team getting headshots, or be the second most mechanical player. If you're not that, then there's really not much point of keeping you on the roster. No offense, you can always upgrade from something to role. I feel like a lot of players play that role, and it's very easy to be mechanical on it because you're not very util intensive, especially in this meta. And I wanted to bring up this Bill Russell quote. At the end of the day, frags matter, guys. It's always been about buckets. It doesn't matter how good you are in other aspects. If you can't shoot your gun, you will get dropped. And C9 has really upgraded in terms of firepower this season. Last thing I want to talk about is their core. They have a pretty good core coming in. Zeppa being more so a role player. Oxy being a very incredible shooter. I'm sorry. He's incredible. I'm not going to lie. No glaze. And Vic, fucking incredible player. He also mid-rounds pretty decently from what I've heard from players in the past when he was in tier 2. A lot of people be asking, why is Zeppa not on the cutting board? Why is he not gone, guys? Why is he not chopped? It's pretty simple, guys. This team is going to have good chemistry. Why do they have good chemistry, guys? It's because everyone's going to be friends with each other. If you're not likable, not able to talk to your other teammates, right? Not able to make friends out of them, ask him, yo, what do you do? Blah, blah, blah. You're not going to have good chemistry at the end of the day. This roster, if they want to win, they need to be good long-term, not short-term, guys. Because even if you could win one international, you could fall off, aka T1, where they won one international, and really, they didn't do anything good ever since. You can be like that, guys. But if you want to be remembered forever, and people still talk about, yo, they won last month, guys. These guys are still insane. No one talks about the T1 win anymore. that's why Zeppa's still on the roster. He's going to be good for this team long term, and also I'm pretty sure C9s wants to be cost effective and be profitable org, and I think Zeppa's on a pretty good contract for them. He's also a loyal player, so at the end of the day, guys, this C9 roster is going to be insane. I think it's a very good Dark Horde roster, and no one should really doubt them.